Hello. So, you know what's so interesting about this is I felt guided to do a message for us for December. And it just felt like a black shirt day with my dark hair. And 2022 has been quite interesting. Is that the right word? But it has beaten a lot of people down, but showed you who you are. And a lot of things you thought would end have slowly given birth to a new version of you. And a lot of people that you have been around don't even know you anymore, because that's how much you've changed. And I know it's been exhausting. And I know there's a lot of unresolved rage from the things that you've endured this year. But I want to speak some life into you. And I know sometimes people probably think it's crazy that I get excited about certain shit. You know, like I used to be like, the Tower card, an ending. Oh God, I see who they are. Now I'm like, perfect. Now I know how to move. Now you've shown me what direction I need to go in. So this could be what we call the villain origin era. And I, for one, love it. Because the villains do not go, right? They do not go for what everyone else is going for. They do not agree with the terms. And are some of them in pain? Yes. And has the pain changed them and allowed them to stand into their power and create the world they want? Yes, it's really a perceptional thing in many ways. And you've changed. And it's okay to be in a grieving period of grieving the past. And it's okay to look at things and say, my God, you are treacherous. I'm trying not to curse on YouTube. I know they're flagging videos and stuff. I don't even believe those are curses. I'm not trying not to use those expressive words. I'll do my best. But the way people tried to play with you and didn't know who you were, and the way that they are going to try to come through, because you know in December we also have Mercury retrograde. But this has done a number on you and your trust. This whole thing has taken a toll on your trust for people or your willingness to be around people. And I get it, you know. But you're going to find your people because you've had such a death to the old you, to the acceptance, to the lies, to the echoing chatter of the lies and the perception that people told you who you were. And my God, you're realizing that you are not those things and that none of those people are supposed to be near you. Now, once again, it's about perception. So could you look at it and say, I don't want to deal with this shit. I'm never dealing with this shit again. Or could you look at it and say, you know what? I need to switch this video around as I'm recording it. Or could you look at it and say, sorry. Or could you look at things and say, you know what? Now, I'm not going to let those traits and those things and those characteristics that people have given me or brought out of me to completely change me. I'm not going to not welcome my tribe in. I'm not going to not welcome my people in because I deserve to experience. And I know that I can be suspicious, right? Because of what I've been through and the distrust and disbelief. But I also can hold my hand and utilize my discernment from the lessons and the gifts that I've gained from it. So I'm going to pull an animal totem card for us for December. We got horse, freedom. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. Because your soul has been seeking freedom. So in order for us to be free, we have to stop being blinded by what has imprisoned us. Yeah. You heard that. In order for us to be free, we have to stop pretending we are blind to what has imprisoned us. I feel like it's Sunday. I feel like I'm back in my church girl days. You know, you're also learning a lot about communication. And in a lot of your childhoods, you didn't grow up with the loving contentment. And that's why that rebirth and the destruction of seeing things for what they are is so ugly. But you know what you gain when you look and you don't look away? Clarity, awareness, and acceptance. And you gain that sparkle back in your eyes. You do. You get that back because you're no longer dead. I mean, this is so beautiful. Like, I'm very excited for this. But once again, I can see the tower and I'm like, yes! Whatever that is, I gotta go. Because I'm ready to transmute. I know I'm an alchemist, and so are you. Because if we weren't of like minds and of like energy, you wouldn't be here watching this. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, the information will be down below. And I'm on TikTok and Instagram as well. And please don't forget to like and comment and let me know what you think of the videos. So, the angel cards are literally showing us exactly what it is. Cut the cords and healing energy. They are literally allowing us to say, we're shedding the old. We're not embracing those cords anymore. We're freeing ourselves so we could fly. I feel guided to tell you, and there's so much healing energy around us, and God is telling me to share this story. Have you ever watched VeggieTales? VeggieTales is like a Christian cartoon with veggies talking and teaching lessons, and I love it. And in one of them, you can YouTube it. It's called The Snoodle's Tale. Maybe they have it on YouTube. And the Snoodle is a character that is running around trying to figure out who they are. And they look similar to the other people, but they're very different. And because they're kinder and they're just different, of course, they go through different trials and people criticize everything about this little guy and tell him who he is and tell him he's not good at this and that. And every time they tell him something, it's symbolic to the energy we carry, the bag lady or man we become. Because the snoodle will carry the things. And the bag is getting heavier and the snoodle's getting sadder and forgetting how to live. And then the snoodle reaches a mountain and meets God. And the snoodle is upset about life. And then God draws a picture of the snoodle and gets rid of all of those pictures. And it's a big picture and it's probably heavier. It appears heavier physically than all the other pictures. But it's so much lighter and he begins to fly. And God says to the snoodle, you're not those things. You're not those lies. I know who you are because I made you. And God made us in God's image. So don't you dare let anyone tell you who you are and what you desire and deserve. And let anyone bring you to that darkness again, because you no longer reside there. And that is a choice at some point. You know that? That is a choice. You have been prepared. And you have sometimes we expect an alert on our awakening, or an alert and an update on our healing, but you give yourself that. Take a look at how far you've come. Take a look at what you've overcome. Take a look at who you are now and what you've chosen to be. You're not who they told you you are. You're who God said you are. Oof. I mean, dark night of the soul. The chains are coming off. What did I say? The endings, right? So we got dark night of the soul, right? And dark night of the soul always makes you feel crazy, makes you feel like you need to go to a psych ward, like you're losing your mind. And if you do need help or mental help, you should seek it. But a lot of times it's the dark night of the soul. We also got the Queen of Fire. And the Queen of Fire is strong and courageous and Phoenix energy. And that's what you are coming out of. That's what you are coming from. The dark night of the soul. We're going to be aligning more with our soul tribe. You're going to be, because you have allowed those endings to happen and are continuing to move forward, you're aligning with your tribe. You're aligning with like-minded people who don't see you who you were and don't care about who you were in the past. They care about you becoming the best version of you. I want you to know that everything within you that resides within you is what you need. You don't need that person, you don't need that pain, and you don't need that story anymore. Because you're coming into a new cycle. And this is the end. So it's okay to grieve. And it's okay to figure out what you have to do to pack lighter. But you're not those thoughts anymore. You're not that pain anymore. You have come to a place of enlightenment. And it's time to continue to discover who you truly are. I'll update you guys as time goes on. And this month is going to be very consumed for me with a lot of medical stuff for me and my younger daughter. So that will be my main focus. And I will be taking a month off soon. I don't know when yet. Maybe January, maybe February. We'll see. But I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I wanted to give you a little message. And I will talk to you soon.